I am heading into my classroom to potentially start packing up for what might be the very last time ever. I wanted to be a teacher since I was a little girl. Good morning, YouTube, and welcome. If you're new here, hi, my name is Tina, and I just finished my 6th year of teaching upper elementary science and health on the coast of Maine. And sorry, my dog is eating back there. If you're not new here, hi, and welcome back. I apologize for my appearance. If you are not in New England, you probably don't know, but we are stuck in this obnoxious weather pattern. In the last, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this, in the last, I'm gonna say 5 to 7 weeks. I have to look at a calendar. But in the last 5 to 7 weeks, we have had 3 days of sunshine. Every day has been like torrential downpour or just insane humidity. Again, not exaggerating. It's this really weird weather pattern and it is miserable, and I have given up trying to put heat on my hair, so we are just rocking whatever comes out after a shower. And I have very naturally curly, thick Spanish hair, so we look like a drowned sewer rat, basically. In April of 22, I resigned from a toxic school and environment. So I left that school to work at a different school, and I have been there since April of 22, and it is my dream school. I have a half-mile commute. It is my dream team. Like, literally, our team is rock solid. They are the absolute best. Administration is amazing. The district is a school district that I worked for in the past before moving to New Jersey, all of this stuff. So I've been there since April of 22. So let's call it 1 school year plus like 6 weeks. Unfortunately, I am resigning from teaching. Now, as of today, I have not officially resigned. My team knows, my admin knows. However, I have not officially resigned through HR. I was offered a job opportunity with a company that I'm not giving away details just yet. It is a very large EdTech company. I received a job offer from them that would allow me to do photography a little bit more full-time. So I will film a whole video behind my reasoning, because that is a separate topic in and of itself. It hasn't quite hit me yet. I love my school. I love my team. I love my students. Like, it has been a very hard decision, but at the same time, it's also been a very easy decision. I feel like my gut is telling me to take this chance. Completely different path, but something is telling me to jump at it, try it. If you don't like it, you can always come back to teaching. My gut is telling me to follow this opportunity. I am heading into my classroom to potentially start packing up for what might be the very last time ever. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be a teacher again. I don't know what the future holds. All right, you guys, we are in my classroom, and as you can see, it's pretty empty. They did wax the floors and all of that, so makes things a lot easier. It's much less overwhelming when it's just empty like this. It is extremely hot in here. There's the thermometer around here. My classroom is reading 81-ish. It's hot in here. So I'm gonna start going through things. The way that I'm gonna do it is, there is going to be a free pile, a sell pile, and a home pile. So I am hoping they slid my I can't find my standing desk, and I specifically, oh, they did. Oh my God, so much stuff. But my standing desk is going home, and I just put this note on here because it's a glass surface and I don't want it to get scratched. So this is staying. This overwhelms me. We're closing that up. At least out here I can get going. I'm just gonna start separating things into the free pile, sell, and keep, and we are gonna go from there. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna get ALEXA to start playing some, I think I'm gonna go with Dave Matthews Band. I've been on a kick ever since this concert, and that's what we're gonna do. So let's get started. This is where we are at so far. I am asking myself, did I use it this past year? And did I ever ask myself like, I wish I could do away with this or have this in a different color, anything like that. So if I ever thought that about the item, it is staying. Those I'm going to sell. Same with those Sterilite bins and my Target teacher bins, my organizers, the photo box organizers, and these stacking units. So far, this pile is all stuff that was already here, like it belongs to the school, or I just don't want. So once like my team claims whatever they want, I'm just gonna take everything to the free table downstairs or tell custodians like, hey, find a home for it, whether it's the dumpster or another teacher, whatever. Been productive, got quite a bit done, but I'm also making more of a mess because currently I have like I don't know what's going on with my hair. I have like student supplies just everywhere, and until I pack up supplies, I'm just moving things. So I think I'm gonna have to start with student supplies. Please do not be like, oh, I can't believe you're taking all of those supplies. They belong to the school. They don't. This is all stuff that I have accumulated over the years by purchasing every time we needed it, because as you guys know, schools are not funded nearly enough. This is all stuff that I have purchased with my own money. And the Sharpies I can use at home. Student scissors, can't use at home, probably gonna leave all of those. Crayons, probably gonna leave those. So things like that. Post-its are going home with me because Dusty and I use them all the time. I will probably leave half the pencils, take the other half. Dry erase markers, we have dry erase boards at home, so most of those will probably be going. But I'm just gonna try to sort all of this out the best that I can and get it all boxed up. That way I can start moving other things around. So I am in the middle of working in my closet and I heard my classroom door open and it was the custodians, and they were like, oh, do you want us to start bringing your stuff back in? And I was like, well, about that. So I just let them know what was going down, and I am more than likely not returning in the fall. So they were joking that I completely blew up their plans, and I was like, yeah, that's what I do. That's my job. So I got this whole shelf cleared of everything. This bag is going home with me. I'm only taking a few highlighters and some Post-its. All of this is staying. There is a bag of glue sticks, pencils. These are like celebration pencils or holiday pencils, rewards, all of those. Pens, highlighters, dry erase markers, like regular thick ones, fine dry erase markers, and another bag of the reward pencils. So all of that is staying. I still have to go through this stuff, so there will be another bag of glue sticks. And this is what I am taking with me. So all of my dry erase markers, I'm keeping the fatter ones, my Colors of the World Post-its. I kept a few pencils, my bag of erasers, a small bag of glue sticks, and some paintbrushes. So I am gonna finish going through this, trying to be mindful, trying to be aware, but also trying to not have to spend thousands of dollars once again if I were to come back. So I was going to keep the crayon boxes, but I'm not even gonna bother. I'm leaving all the crayons in them because I am too lazy to sort them. Color pencils and markers that weren't used, I'm leaving the Colors of the World crayons, taking the markers. This is a bag of sorted crayons, more glue sticks, and then all of that stuff up there. This just fell on the floor, so that's staying. And then I have to pick up all of these index cards because those are all staying as well. Out here, I put the bins that all of my supplies were stored in. These are Sterilite bins, and I am taking these because they are extremely expensive and I bought them all with my own money. So those are all stacked there, and I have all of the lids in this bag. That way they don't get lost or separated. So far, this is all I have for my keep pile. That is my free pile. There's still more student supplies in that bin that I still have to go through, but this is where we are at so far. Still need to take down the lights. I am debating the magnetic shelves, if I want to leave them, if I want to take them, if I want to sell them. I don't know. I don't really have a use for them at home. I don't know. My desk has to go home. I have so much to do. so much to take. I do need to take home some papers with me. My mom asked me to make a bulletin board for her, so I'm going to grab some of those before I leave for today. All right, it's 11:15. I just pulled all of the papers to make my mom's bulletin board with my Cricut at home, and I am going to get out of here. I'm gonna go home and come up with a game plan for this room. I also got a splinter or something in my foot within the first, about 30 seconds of being here. Now, you're probably like, oh, well, Tina, that's what you get for being barefoot. Listen, I am always barefoot. My father has told me since I was a tiny tot, keep walking around barefoot, you're gonna get something in your foot. Well, it finally happened. I'm 32 years old. This was the first time that I probably shouldn't have been barefoot and something entered the bottom of my foot. So I call that pretty good odds, but oh my God, there's still so much to do. My goal is to get this done this week. Finished this week. Okay, we are in classroom, soon to not be my classroom, and I'm really gonna try to knock out as much as I possibly can today. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna have to jump in and figure things out as I go. And yeah, that's just where we're at. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so now that I'm kind of at the end of the bulk of things that I have gone through, and just my things in general, which is crazy, I am starting to box up my stuff. So I bought these medium moving boxes at Lowe's, and most of this stuff can fit. I'd rather store fewer bigger boxes than lots of little things. I just find that easier. Right now, I'm just gonna finish packing everything up. I don't know why, but it just hit me. I wanted to be a teacher since I was a little girl. This is what I wanted to do with my life. And I took the scenic route to get here because I was so scared. And I did it. I failed multiple years of college and finally got my act together, and I graduated on Dean's List. I went from a 1.9 GPA to Dean's List. I have a master's degree and I have a 4.0 and a second master's degree, and I can't do this. Teaching is not sustainable. And it's a shame because I have a lot to learn. I have been going into my 7th year this year. I have a lot to learn, but let me tell you, I'm a damn good teacher. I am. I care about the kids. I build relationships with them. They are loved and cared for and welcomed every day that they are in my room. But teaching is not sustainable. The salaries and the workloads and the behaviors, it's all out of control. And it's out of my control within reason. What's in my control is how long I was willing to expose myself to that. And I can't. I can't. My mental and physical health has been affected so negatively since becoming a teacher, and I just I can't. I want to. I really do. But I can't. I'm not even burnt out. I'm frustrated. That's really what it is. Like, a lot of teachers say they're burnt out. I'm not burnt out. I could do this for longer. I'm frustrated. We do a disservice to students. I don't know if I'm more sad, if I'm more frustrated. I don't know. I am a roller coaster of emotions. I am in a glass case of emotions. There's so many things that I don't even know how to start to put it into words. Like, it's such a struggle. Maybe one day I will come back. Maybe one day things will improve for people that are in the classroom and I will dive back in head first. But this climate's not it. This is not it. And it's a shame because I love my school. I love my administration. I love my district. I love my coworkers. I love my students. Like, literally none of this has to do with them. I'm going to suck it up, pull up my big girl panties, and get back to work. So my last big task before I leave for today, I have had this box of mentor texts since my first year of teaching. I think I have actually pulled a book out of here maybe once or twice in the last like 4 or 5 years. So I'm just gonna go through it and keep only things that mean something to me. Like, for example, I have the Westing game in here, which I annotated when I was literally in 5th grade, and all of my post-its are still in here from 5th grade. So like these kinds of things, obviously I'm going to keep. Books that I used to teach this year that I purchased, going to keep. But I have like old world maps in here that I'm not gonna use. So we're gonna go through this box, and then I think that's all I have for big stuff, and then I can start taking things out of the car. Good morning, YouTube. It is Thursday. It is 9 a.m. and I am about to head into school. I am melting in this heat, but I'm going to school, and my custodian texted me last night and was like, hey, are you done your room, because we really want to start the hallway? And I was like, no, but I should be done tomorrow. Now, when I told her that, I had literally nothing going on today, so I planned to work in my room. About an hour after that, I had a therapist call me for this like ADHD adult support group thing that I want to join. So they called me and were like, hey, we have an opening. Are you free tomorrow for a Zoom meeting? And I was like, yep. So I have that at like 10:30 today. I don't remember what time. And then after that, I'm clear for a few hours. And then I am scheduled to get in with a dermatologist in December or January. That was the soonest appointment that they had, and I booked that like a month ago, and they put me on a cancellation list. So they called me yesterday and was like, and they were like, hey, we have a cancellation for tomorrow, can you come in? And I was just like, sure, why not? So I have that at 1:45 because I have this spot on my face, and I know it probably seems like absolutely ridiculous to you guys, but I fake and baked a lot in high school. My 90s babies know what I'm talking about. That was like the thing to do. So I have never had a full body check, and I asked to do that, and they said, you know, do you have any spots that you have specific concerns about? And I said, yeah, this spot on my face, it's not raised, but it's gotten larger over the years, so I just want to make sure it's nothing. So I don't think they're actually doing a full body exam today. I think they are just checking this spot for me, and then I have my full appointment in December still, which I am fine with. It is currently 8:59 and I want to get to school. I need to stop at Walmart. You guys are gonna laugh at me, but I'm buying saran wrap. Why are you buying saran wrap / cling wrap, Tina? Because if I'm gonna have my room cleaned out today, which need to make sure I had my Ritalin, I want to get my standing desk out of my room. My standing desk is completely glass on top, and I'm not worried about shattering it. I'm worried about scratching it. I write on it a lot with like dry erase marker, and I don't want it to like get stuck in any scratches or anything, and I'm gonna polish it once I get home and wax it because I have car wax and all that stuff, but I just need to get it home without scratches. So I am going to go buy saran wrap to wrap it because I don't have any moving blankets or anything like that, and I wanted to get this done today. Even if I have to do it by myself and make like 15 trips, I don't care. Need to get this done today because I don't want to hold up the custodians anymore. I just want to get it done. I want to be done. I want a day to chill tomorrow because I have new hire paperwork on Monday. So let's go get this day started. It's going to be a chaotic, hectic one. It's going to be very choppy, but I'm going to do the best that I can to film for you guys. And let's go clean out my classroom for the last time. Hopefully the last time. It's actually working. So I did the center in between the posts. Now I'm gonna do it going this way. And then once I finish taking off the legs, I will put it flat and finish the last edge of the glass. I do have some yoga mats that I may lay it on. It should be okay. I put this together by myself, so I can't imagine. I'll screw it up, but I mean, you never know, accidents happen. I will be devastated because I got this in a brand deal from Flexi Spot last year, and I'm obsessed. Like, I get a lot of brand deal offers, and I'm very selective in the ones that I actually choose to work with, and this one is top notch. Like, obsessed with this desk. It is so great for productivity. I am able to stand, I can sit, I can kind of like just whatever's comfortable. I can like sit in a stool, sit in a comfy chair. I've worked in a Big Joe at it. Like, it is literally the most versatile standing desk, and the white like all glass top is just top notch. So still obsessed with it. I'm gonna treat it like the baby that it is. So I'm going to cut this saran wrap and then start wrapping the opposite direction, and then let's get this taken apart. That was a genius idea until I literally just realized that I forgot to take the screwdriver that I need out of the drawer, which is now sealed closed. So go me. I'm gonna cut a slit in it and then rewrap it again. I can't believe I did that, you guys. Ritalin would have never allowed that, ever. Okay, friends, it is 12:10. I have not picked up the camera in 2 hours because I ended up having the call with the therapist for the ADHD group, and then my coworker came in while I was doing that, and then after my appointment with the therapist, my coworker and I ended up talking for like, I'm gonna say almost 45 minutes probably, and then I took apart the desk and took the desk home, and then I stopped at Dunkin' and grabbed an unsweetened tea because it's hot. It is finally a sunny day here in Maine, which has been amazing, but it is toasty. Thankfully, it's not super humid. So yeah, currently, like I said, 12:10. I have about an hour until I have to, no, I have like an hour and 20 minutes, close to an hour and a half until I have to head to the dermatologist appointment. So right now, I think I'm just going to start packing boxes at the downstairs door. That way I can just load them all up into the car at once. And I'm gonna let the custodians know that I'm getting done everything that I can today, and anything that needs to get done will just get done after they're done the hallway floor. I know they want to bring things into the classroom, so what I'm going to do is get rid of all of this stuff right here. All of that stuff is staying in the building, whether they donate it or it goes wherever, but this is stuff that I'm taking home. So I'm going to get all of my stuff that it needs to go home, like that's on the floor, out of here. That way they can bring in furniture, and then all I have to do is like little stuff on the counters. So that's the plan. That's just kind of where we're at currently. My battery is dying, so I'm gonna switch out the battery, sip on my tea, and then get back to unloading some, or loading some boxes in the car, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right, you guys, aside from my bag and my fan, I'm done. Everything's packed, everything's out, everything's in the car, everything's at home. I'm done. I am done. I'm gonna do a quick pan and show you what the room looks like. I don't know how to end this off. I don't know. I never imagined actually filming this, so I don't know what to say or what to do. All stuff that belongs to the school. That fan's mine's going home. These belong to the school. All of that belongs to the school. All of this is good stuff that is staying behind, and custodial staff's amazing and already told me they would take care of it all, make sure it all finds a good home. That's trash. And it's my affirmation station that's staying. That's me. And this is potentially the last time I will ever walk out of my own classroom. That's it. That's all she wrote, friends.